my god, there's so much stuff that happened to this week. Well, previous week, chat. How many of you guys saw that thing with Twitch going on with the CEO? Pretty sure most of you did. It was crazy. That one right there is a really tricky situation that they have found themselves in. On top of that, there was still some stuff going on with the Kirk thing. And then Zen has a brand new model and some stuff going on with GOG. So much stuff. So much stuff. At least there's some stuff in gaming, so unfortunately, I mean, I guess you could say there's some good stuff too that happened, but there's like so much stuff that's happened these past 2 weeks. It's kind of just damn. It's just damn. But first of all, let's start with Twitch's CEO has been asked to testify in front of Congress. Only reason why I kept this one up, and there's two of them, is because this one is talking about a lot of stuff with the certain guy, Hassan. Oh my god, who said that? Yeah, people like Hassan. I'm pretty sure if you guys are not very, well, I guess I should say familiar with that guy, and you've been living on a rock, well, lucky for you, because he's literally everywhere. Here it is. The CEOs of Discord, Reddit, Twitch, and Steam. Yeah. There was more to that. That's why I kept this one. This is the big takeaway. I just wanted to throw the Twitch in there just to emphasize. It's mainly going on Twitch's end. Also, hi Twitch. Currently streaming on there too. People on YouTube and X are probably going to be like, damn, that's funny. He's streaming on multiple platforms, and then Twitch is literally one of them. Yep. But this was oh, hang on, what was it? Full committee on October 8th, 2025. That is almost around the block. So this is going to be a very interesting time, mainly for Twitch, and I would say Reddit too. Discord, I mean, I guess when you think about it, there is some stuff out there that you could say that are on there, and I don't know why Steam's on there. Why is Steam? Oh wait, hang on, I remember now. Yeah, wait, if it's Steam, shouldn't Sony be on there too? Shouldn't Microsoft be on there too? Because of, you know, the PlayStation and Xbox. Why are they just targeting Steam? Like, there are other, like, not everyone. I mean, then again, everything's expensive. But I'm just gonna go with the borderline thing. Not everyone has a PC, if that's what they're thinking. Some people have like a PlayStation. Some people have an Xbox. Some people are unfortunately one of those people that still have a Switch, and that's all they can ever afford. But don't worry, Nintendo's coming for your wallet very soon. Very soon. Imagine owning a platform and then fucking up, and you happen to be, what was it, like, what was he, like a CEO or some shit like that of Twitch? Which, I'll be honest with you, I've seen the guy. Dude, I honestly feel like, I don't want to say it because I know it's not right, but I'm just gonna say the other thing that I was gonna say. I'm not gonna say the primary thing because chat's probably gonna know what I'm gonna say on that, but this may give a hint to that. But why do you keep people like that on your platform? Why are you catering to people like that on your platform? I have seen many of the streamers that I follow and do know, and I do talk to every now and then. They get banned, like, I don't know, like every 2 or 3 months for like stupid reasons. Like, oh shit, their VTuber model is blah 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 blah, and it's like, dude, it's literally within TOS. It's dead ass in TOS. You know who is not in TOS? Hassan is not in TOS. He claims that, chat. He claims that. He claims it. His words. He claims that he's always within TOS. Pretty sure someone could find that clip of that saying, "Oh yeah, I'm always in TOS," and then someone can put a clip of what he says after that right there, where he's advocating for violence. Yeah, I still do not know why Steam's on there, but this was the thing that was sent to all of them. It's official right there. We're going to see what hell happens though. But well, how do you feel about this? Just because, like, you know, of the situations that have happened recently. because I honestly don't like how this happened right here. Like, and I still don't I don't know how is Steam on this. How is Steam a part of this? I would assume maybe because what happened with the Helldivers thing, but then wouldn't that go again more to Sony's situation? You know, like since they're the ones that made the game. Well, not made the game. They endorsed the studio that made the game. That kind of had that reference on there, and that's why they're hitting. So shouldn't Sony be there instead, taking the heat instead of Steam? Because Steam literally doesn't do much though. They're just there, just doing same thing like what Sony and Xbox does, but they don't invest in studios. So head hurts on that. Next that we have, and this was last minute too because I did see this pop up, and this is Erica Kirk, the widower of the one who got unfortunately assassinated, Charlie Kirk. We didn't see any violence on here. We didn't see rioting. We didn't see a revolution. Instead, we saw what a husband always prayed he would see in this country. He saw a revival. End quote. So this was last minute too. Rev says Desu retweeted this, and I saw this right here. That's a lot of people right there, and it's crazy too because a lot of people who have been talking about this stuff in a negative in a negative way, not negative situation, in a negative way, have been fired, and they're saying the one thing collectively: why'd I get fired? I'm like, because you're supporting it. And then they say freedom of speech, and then I'm like, I'm confused. Or as wise being once said, I'm confuffled. I don't know. So yeah, I'm very confused in the situation, but this is a very big time of, I guess, history in the world, because dude, this is literally going everywhere. Like first this was like on, I mean, this was on like a campus in the US, Utah campus. I don't think it was in Utah though, but it was in a campus in the US, and then that went out to like out of that state into another state, and it went into the world, because I just skipped the country because it literally just went like that. It just went to the other side of the world, and yeah, and those people who were like celebrating that guy's death, which is super uncalled for, by the way. It looks like his it was a lot more impactful than you thought it was, which is a big oof on their part. Next that we have, and I'm not going to play it, but it might be copyrighted, but Zentria is back. Next that we have, and this is GOG, says Steam censorship is due to a payment system threats. Threats. I can't even speak. Threatens game preservation. Man, I cannot speak today. Holy shit. Every game that disappears from distribution is potentially lost to the game preservation effort. It is particularly worrying when games potentially vanish due to an external pressure. Yeah, this is why there's emulators still up to preserve those games. Unfortunately, Nintendo's targeting them because it's Nintendo. And yeah, that's basically it. It's just Nintendo. They're really going hardcore on emulators right now, mainly for the fact that because people are not playing their games. So this might be a big hit though, because how are you going to get them now? But yeah, if you're on GOG, yeah, it says Steam's the censorship due to the payment system threatens game preservation. Yeah, that's going to suck for a lot of games that are in that GOG preservation program. Yeah, so that's why I said it. Kind of looking kind of sad, and it's always going back to Visa. No matter where you go, you always see their face, and it's just Visa staring you in the eyes, fucking you over. Next that we have chat, and this was a little bit more of the news I was like really excited about. And there's a new poster for the Chainsaw Man movie in theaters October 24th. So I'm happy about that. I'm really excited about that. Guys, remember, do not spoil this for anybody. You know who you are. You know who you are. Don't do it. It's not worth it. You will have 1,000 years of bad luck, and you will probably step on 1,000 Lego pieces just spawning out of thin air. Next that we have is basically it's a new thing that Nintendo's gonna come for. But this is the new look of the Nano Pocket DS, an Android portable gaming device with dual screens. Essentially the DS. It actually says the specs under. It's 1.7 OLED main screen, 6-inch LCD secondary screen. So, and it's set to release in December 2025. I'm just gonna say this. I'm looking forward to that because, you know, holy shit, people who play emulators, they're gonna have a fucking field day with that because they're like, oh my god, finally we can add in all these Nintendo DS games. Yeah, I'm gonna be happy about that. Finally, I'll be able to finish up most of those games to get like maybe get 100% completion on some stuff too. On older games that I was unable to finish at the time just because I'm busy bee. The fact that I'm playing Genshin Impact on there, and it's, well, I mean, then again, it is Genshin Impact. Man, I haven't played Genshin Impact in a long time. It even shows the little specs and how fast it's going to, but I'm more looking forward to the idea that people can play older games too that Nintendo just for some reason refuses to make. Kind of going hand in hand with that retweet that I did a while back saying that imagine if Nintendo did this and how much money they would make. Sad part is I know that would work. However, I feel like getting this will be a lot more cheaper than buying that potentially, you know, thing that they may be doing with this right here. Man, I still hate that so much that I know Nintendo's going to go for this. I know they are. They're going to be like, you can't copy that. That's our design. Ooh boy, this is going to be one heck of a time. I really hope they don't hit it. I really hope they don't hit it because this is coming out in set to release in early December 25. I do want this, chat. I really do want this. We'll just go on to the thing right here, which is the most favorite segment I do like to talk about every week. Destiny's The Rising has a brand is basically copying from Destiny 2. They got the Raid Race ring, which is worth $500, and it's 6 people, so that's a lot of money. It does look pretty nice though. World's first. Honestly, I feel like the ring's more practical than a belt. IMO. Doesn't it does look like one of those basketball rings. So if you happen to be a Destiny 2 player, I'm pretty sure by the time this goes out, because I'm a little bit late on this stuff, you can try to earn this. It is for the first one, so if you manage to actually get to World's First, then hey, look at that, you got a ring. $500, by the way. $500. Meanwhile, on the internet, fortunately, this was bad news right here, and this was for Zach, aka Asmongold. His father passed away on September 18th, 25. So he's probably not going to be on for a while just because of the unfortunate events. But be sure to, like, give him, condolences and all this sorts of stuff. Because, again, that's someone's father. Not much to say about that, though, just because I know how the internet's going to get. But I'll just leave it at that. Now, if you happen to see this, sorry for your loss, man. Meanwhile, on the internet, Discord is rolling out an experimental age verification for users across the EU and EEA. I do not know how to feel about this, though, but then again, Discord is currently in that crosshair with the US Congress. So, man, Discord is not having a fun time. They're literally getting punched back and forth by, like, first the Congress and now, like, the community as a whole. That's crazy. Meanwhile, on the internet, Chinese toilet booths require watching ads or payments for toilet paper per viral video. Users must view an ad or pay to access toilet papers in some Chinese public restrooms. Meaning, you're going to be peeing, and, there's just going to be a fucking ad that you have to watch. Is it crazy that we all joked about this, like, a long-ass time ago? And now it's actually happening? Like, what the fuck? It's crazy, too, because I honestly feel like at that point, they're going to have to make you buy a subscription just to use the toilet. I'm surprised they just didn't do that. That is fucking stupid. Have to watch an ad. And you have to pay. Then again, this is in China, so... Damn. And then again, you can't even... I was gonna say... Nah, I don't want to say. I don't want to give anyone ideas now. I'm thinking. I'm thinking of something, chat. I don't want to say, but yeah, unless you want to have to deal with ads, because goddamn, I hate those ads. It's crazy too. You get cable television, and then you go to YouTube, and now you can't even go into the fucking bathroom and have to deal with ads. Meanwhile, on the internet, Blue Sky has updated guidelines to ban all non-con artworks on site, aka the VTuber artists and other artists like them left X or added in Blue Sky to their profile and very rarely posted on X or Twitter, whatever you like to call it, are now returning to the platform due to censorship on Blue Sky. This is literally kind of accurate, not gonna lie. You could not live with your own failure, and where did that bring you? Back to me. Yeah. We know the whole script, but yeah, if you are an artist, welcome back to hell, aka X or Twitter. You did not miss much. It's still burning down to the ground as of right now. Actually, I think there's a lot more burning down. So it's still the same. It is still the same. That's insane. It's still the same. But that, and again, it's X. It's X Twitter. It's always going to be on fire. Always going to be on fire, guys. But thank y'all so much for coming by. If you happen to have any videos that you want us to react to, or any kind of news segments that you want us to cover on next Sunday, feel free to put it in the coverage channel, or just tag me on Twitter or X like you guys have always been doing. And I will be sure to add it in to the next time on Sunday as we do the little nice Sunday talk. And I'll see you guys then.
Always in the wrong, knowing where we stand.